in the building with
your one and only reigning, defending Mondo Lucha Hall of Famer, the X-Man, Xavier Mustafa.
And everybody's favorite narcissist, the natural Chris Black.
And today is a special edition of the Saturday Night Slamcasters where we are going to be providing our AEW Revolution predictions for you guys. We're doing this directly following the AEW Dynamite episode from March 3rd, 2021. Before we get into the show or get into our predictions, I just want to ask everybody, what did you guys think of Shaq and Jade Cargill's debut on AEW Dynamite tonight?
I didn't think it was bad at all. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. Was it perfect? No. But it was definitely watchable. My eyes didn't hurt.
Yeah, I definitely was one of the guys who were shitting all over this match like this don't need to happen. Shaq need to stay out the ring. But they played it smart. They kept the match simple. You know, they protected, Shaq's greenness. They protected Jade Cargill, although she handled herself well. It was a great match. I'm not great like as in like stellar 5-star match, but it was very entertaining. It was what it was. I mean, they covered all the lack of experience up pretty well.
One of my biggest concerns is I didn't think Shaq was going to take it seriously, but you can tell he kind of did. And
you could tell he was having fun.
Oh yeah, he was having fun too. But
people were saying he did the Brody Lee tribute with the power bomb and everything like that in the match. And I was impressed by Jade Cargill because usually you see somebody that's all muscular and stuff like that, you expect for them to be really stiff. I didn't think that she was very stiff, but her shit looked good. Like she was laying it in, and Velvet Sky was giving it right back to her. So I like seeing that. Like, honestly, that was probably one of the second best women's interactions in AEW that we've had.
Okay, compared to what we saw later, yeah.
Yeah, she seems very natural in the ring.
Yeah. And only thing I could say about Shaq is, he took it serious. But he was like doing his spots early. Like he was rushing his spots.
That comes with being green.
Right. But
it looked like he was in a decent shape too. Like I thought he was gonna come out with the pot belly and the breast. But he was a little more solid than I thought he was gonna be.
Dude took the table. Props for that man.
Yeah, and the only other critique I could give it is that AEW pulled the WWE thing tonight, where something happened, where Shaq disappeared from the ambulance and nobody knows where he went, and there was no follow up on that following that. So,
okay, I need to ask you two now, since we saw that Shaq can have a decent match. Are you more open now to a Big Show Shaq match?
No, because I got to see Big Show got to see Big Show have a match. Like the last times I've seen Big Show in the ring, even when he had the match with Drew McIntyre after WrestleMania, it's like his legs don't want to work. He's the best. He's in the best shape he's ever been in. But I just look at his legs, like, man, them things like they ready to snap.
One thing I do want to point out. So if y'all notice when they put Shaq in the ambulance, I guess they thought they couldn't close the door with his feet hanging out. So you see him curl his feet up. And I'm like, okay. They close it. Then they cut back to Tony Schiavone. And at what point would an announcer want to open the door to an ambulance and go in and interview somebody that's going to the hospital because they just went through a table?
Not even just that. There were no paramedics inside the ambulance.
Oh, yeah, they disappeared too. Maybe this is the setup for See No Evil 3.
Everyone disappeared.
This is the setup for See No Evil 3.
No, Dexter Loomis is all elite.
That'll be hilarious.
Yeah. So, but we'll get into all of that on the actual podcast episode. Obviously, we're going to be talking about this over there. I just had to bring it up since we're doing this prediction show for Revolution. Who knows? Maybe it has something to do with Revolution, which is also a good reason to bring it up. But all right, so AEW Revolution. I think this is the largest AEW card that we've ever had. We'll see if that's a good or a bad thing and how long they plan to run this pay-per-view into. But right now they have 9 matches, so I'm imagining no less than 3.5 hours of pay-per-view. So, and we'll kick things off with what's probably going to be on the buy-in show, which is a tag team match. It's going to be Rio and Thunder Rosa taking on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Rebel.
I think that Britt Baker and Rebel needs to get some W's, and Rio can get pinned. So I'm gonna go with Dr. Britt Baker and Rebel.
But Rio is the former NWA. Wow. AEW Women's Champion. She can't get pinned.
I actually think that Thunder Rosa is gonna take the pin in this match.
That's who I want to get some W's.
Yeah. So I think Dr. Britt Baker is going to pin Thunder Rosa because NWA is about to be kicking back up and doing their thing again. So I don't know how much longer Thunder Rosa is going to be able to keep doing the AEW thing or where this is all going to lead to for her. So, yeah, I'm going to say Britt Baker pins Thunder Rosa. I'm going to be very specific.
I'm going with Team Thunder Rosa.
It's funny how when you messaged me about how you had never really paid much attention to Thunder Rosa, and you're like, I like her. I'm coming like she's good.
I do too. Like I never really watched NWA enough to really get her or a character. Like I remember seeing her wrestle, but I didn't see her cut her promo and stuff like that. I said, okay, I didn't even know she was Latina. Okay. All right. Oh, she can talk? Okay, she can wrestle? All right. So I'm on board.
And for those of you out there, realize that this is a man who was on a show that Thunder Rosa was on. He got to interact with her, had a match, but this shows how much wrestlers pay attention to other wrestlers on the shows that they're on.
I heard Mustafa was kayfabing the shit out of her.
Wait, that was her? That was. I thought that was the other. I thought that was some other. Okay, anyway.
Please be lying.
No, I didn't know that was the same. I thought that was some other chick from Evolve.
The show was here in Wisconsin. It was Sierra from Brew City Wrestling. It was what's her name with the green hair in NXT right now?
Shotzi Blackheart.
Yeah, Shotzi Blackheart, Thunder Rosa, and I forgot who the fourth girl was. That was
it was Shotzi Blackheart was the one that I was talking smack about Evolve around, right? And she worked there.
That was when we went to the restaurant.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it's just amazing that we interacted with two of the biggest women stars in wrestling, like months before they blew up.
Shame on you, Mustafa.
Hey. I don't want you to talk about kayfabe and wrestlers.
We ain't talking about me.
That sounds like it's a story there.
No, ain't nothing to that.
All right, so next up we have the Casino Tag Team Royale match. The winning tag team for this wins a future AEW World Tag Team Championship match. And so I'm about to read off a ton of tag teams and names, but in this you have Bear Country, which is Bear Boulder and Bear Bronson, taking on the Dark Order, which is going to consist of Alex Reynolds and John Silver. Then you also have the other tag team from the Dark Order. You got Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. You got the Inner Circle in there of Santana and Ortiz. You got the Butcher and the Blade. You got Private Party. You got Top Flight. You got Death's Triangle, which is going to be Pac and Ray Phoenix. You got the Varsity Blondes in there. You're going to have Matt Seidel and Mike Seidel. You got SCU, which is going to be Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. And then you got the Natural Nightmares, which is going to be Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall, with one more tag team that has yet to be announced that's going to be in there. The interesting thing about this is having SCU in there, which is Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels. I don't know if this counts towards their agreement that the next match they lose, they break up.
I'm just going to say this match is totally not necessary because what's the point of the rating system if you have to determine a number one contender in a goddamn battle royal? And after you named all those names off, I don't even know who to pick for the winner because in a battle royal, it's anyone's game, really. So just to be interesting, I'd like to see Death Triangle win because I'd like to see them go up against. Well, I guess I'm giving away another of my predictions. The winner of the tag team match. I'll leave it at that until I give my predictions for that one.
I'm gonna say I think Alex Reynolds and John Silver are gonna win to have a legitimate babyface tag team go against whoever wins the MJF and Chris Jericho versus the Young Bucks match, because that's two heel teams going against each other. So no matter who wins, I think whoever wins this battle royale has to be baby faces. And John Silver's been working his ass off over the past year for AEW. He deserves something.
I don't know who to pick in this one. I mean, I'm glad you picked somebody and actually gave it good reason to pick them. So I guess I would have to go with your idea because I don't know who else it would be.
Yeah, like it's either got to be Death Triangle or it's got to be Alex Reynolds and John Silver. That's how I feel. Bear Country hasn't really been on television, so it would make no sense for them to win. Isaiah Cassie and Mark Quinn have the thing going on with Matt Hardy. Butcher and the Blade are just floating. The Inner Circle is just floating. Varsity Blondes aren't really on television. Matt Sydal is really on television. The Natural Nightmares really aren't on television. So yeah, when you boil it down,
if they wanted to push a new team, I would give it to Top Flight.
I don't think Top Flight's ready for that spot yet.
Me neither, but I said if they wanted to just push a new team and let them lose to the tag champs, I mean, it's a way to get them over.
Right. I don't think they should be losing though right now either. Like not on television. They can lose on Dark
to the champs. There's no shame in losing to the champs if you're young up and comers.
Yeah, but remember they've already lost to the Young Bucks in their debut match.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Bad idea.
And that was the night after they won the belt. Remember? So they fought the tag champs already. So to lose to them twice.
No, yeah, I agree with you now.
Yeah.
So I wish their claim was in it.
AEW aficionado. Gotta reel you back in.
I wish the Acclaim was in it. So I'll pick them. The Acclaim. And you know what? I hope that -1 is out there managing his teams. Because I don't know what it is. I was watching that little kid tonight. That little kid can sell. I don't know if you saw him in the background, like when everybody was running in, and he was just selling his ass off everything that was going around, And I was like, man, I think that kid is going to be something, man, when he starts to wrestle. Because he already gets it.
Yeah, I'm waiting for superstar Billy Graham to text out that -1 needs to start taking steroids. Anyways, next up we got a tag team match that was made on the card, which is going to be Miro and Kip Sabian taking on the best friends of Orange Cassidy and Chucky T.
I'll be glad when this is over.
Yeah, they're really dragging this out, all from them destroying Miro's arcade machine like 5 months ago. I actually think that we're going to get the return of I cannot remember the tag team partner's name right now. I'm drawing a blank. But Trent Seven or whatever, Trent is going to come back. I think Trent's going to come back in this match. So I'm going to give it, like, part of me feels like Miro and Kip Sabian need a victory because as anybody that's seen any of the online talk is that everybody's shitting on WWE for how they booked Rusev, aka Miro, and AEW hasn't booked him any better.
You know what? In my opinion, it's because they stuck him in a goofy ass gimmick with Kip Sabian. If Miro would have came out and just started whooping ass, that would have been different. I mean, he can still be goofy Miro Day, but this is too goofy. I think I'm with. I say the same thing. They need a win, but at this point, I don't think they really give a shit about Miro or Kip Sabian. And Best Friends seems to be more over, so I'm going with Best Friends.
The whole gimmick
and actually, and also a win by Miro and his crew. I feel like makes this go on longer, so I'm really conflicted. So
Miro needs to just Miro needs to turn on Kip Sabian, go his own way, and the best friends go over and win the match.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the best friends because I think that's the feud has to end with another victory by the best friend. And like I said, I think Trent comes back in this match. So, all right. Did Xavier Mustafa give us a prediction yet?
Oh, okay, my turn. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with best friends.
All right. Next up, we got the Face of the Revolution ladder match, and this is for a future AEW TNT Championship match. And in this match, you have Cody Rhodes, Scorpio Sky, Penta El Cerro Miedo, Lance Archer, and Max Caster. And then there's one more vacant spot that is to be determined, and they're leaving it open. And also on AEW Dynamite tonight, we had Paul White, aka The Big Show, come out to speak about his new role in the company. And he also said he had a major scoop that there's going to be a superstar debuting for AEW at Revolution who has a Hall of Fame worthy career. So the online talk right now is that it's probably going to be Christian. I don't know who it could be, but that I out of everybody that I can think of that's available, that would be the leading person that I would think of. Like when I think of somebody who has a Hall of Fame career that's available. Because Booker T is not coming and hopping in no ladder match, and he's so used to those WWE checks.
Right. Oh, this is a hard one because, to be totally honest with you, I don't want to see either of these guys go up against Darby Allin. But if I had to pick one, the only one that I'd kind of like to see, I'm interested in seeing against Darby Allin, would be Max.
That's my pick.
I'm gonna pick either the to be determined person or Scorpio Sky.
It'd be nice if Scorpio Sky got a shot, but I don't know if him and Darby Allin would have good in-ring chemistry.
I don't want to see Scorpio Sky. Where's he been for like the last 3 months? Nobody cares. I'm going to Max Caster, and I'm hoping that extra person, for some reason, I think it's going to be Shane Helms.
In a ladder match?
That's who I would like to see.
Does he have a Hall of Fame career?
Yes. I mean, come on now. 3 count. Come on, that alone.
All right. Then next up, we got the big money match, which is going to be Adam Hangman Page taking on Matt Hardy. The winner is going to receive the loser's 2021 first quarter earnings. They actually kind of hooked. They gave a good hook to this match tonight with the beatdown by seeing a more vicious Matt Hardy attacking Hangman Adam Page after his team lost the tag team match. But we all know Adam Page is going over in this match.
Yeah, it'll be more interesting if Matt Hardy loses because that'll start some friction between him and Private Party because, he's got them under like some deal, so he gets a cut of their money. So if he gets a cut of their money, Adam Page get a cut of the money.
Yeah, and also because we know that Matt has another baby on the way and everything, so to hear him basically take up the "I got kids" mantle. Have mercy on me, Hangman. I got mouths to feed.
Well, this is Matt Hardy's opportunity to put over one of the up and comers. So.
Yeah, so I think Hangman Adam Page takes this. Xavier Mustafa.
Definitely going with Adam Page. However, I feel like AEW. Okay, right now I think that Adam Page is on a great trajectory to end up being back in the heavyweight title picture. So that's why I think he needs another W, and he needs probably, I would say, at least another 6 months in quote-unquote high-profile feuds that he goes over before he gets to that point. But AEW is probably going to fuck that up. But if they don't, I'll be pleasantly surprised. But I think this is a great stepping stone for him. That's why I want him to go over this one.
I totally agree because I might be showing my cards or whatever, but I think Adam Page is going to be the one who eventually usurps Kenny Omega.
Well, yeah, that was a tag team, so it makes sense. Everything comes full circle. But and again, I think it'll be whatever the November or December pay-per-view is. So we got a lot of time, and we want fans back in the building. There's certain people that need the audience,
and that's a perfect amount of time to build Adam Page up to be a heavyweight contender again.
Right. Then next up, we got Hikaru Shida versus Ryo Mizunami for the AEW Women's World Championship. I'm gonna say Shida.
Hold on. First off, let's give a hand to these two ladies for bringing a little bit of strong style to AEW. Their little interaction with the forearms, I loved it.
Right. And I gotta say this: Ryo Mizunami won her spot tonight in the eliminator match against Nyla Rose, and I had to go on our Slamcast and Slam board, and I had to say that Nyla Rose sells like sand in the desert. Like, she was giving Ryo Mizunami nothing. And they're similar sized women. She's a little shorter than Nyla Rose is, but like Nyla Rose would hit her, she was selling her ass off. She hit Nyla Rose, nothing. Wouldn't even move at all. I'm like, God damn, you suck.
Yeah. I realized Nyla Rose is not a great seller.
She doesn't sell.
Yeah, exactly.
She sells like a gigolo at a convent. Yeah, so but yeah,
you got?
I think Shida retains.
I would second that.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with Hikaru Shida.
Because she can actually speak a little bit of English.
Okay, Vince McMahon.
Hey man, you gotta be able to cut promos. I can't wait to hear Jim Cornette bitch about this match though.
With Nyla Rose?
No, well, the Nyla Rose match, but specifically the Revolution match between Shida and Ryo Mizunami. He's probably like, oh, somebody in their Japanese schoolgirl fetish. Bullshit. Like, how you gonna get two people that can't even speak English and try to make them a mainstream star in the United States? No goddamn sense. But it is what it is. Mustafa?
He said Shida.
Yep. Oh, he said Shida. Oh, okay. Next up, you got Team Taz, consisting of Brian Cage and Ricky Starks, taking on Darby Allin and Sting in a cinematic street fight. Well, I'm not even gonna say cinematic. We know street fight.
Yeah, have they said the cinematic part yet?
Or... They're not gonna say cinematic.
I don't think so.
I'm hoping they just beat in the street. I hope it doesn't even start.
The reason
is there any doubt who's winning this match? I mean, come on now.
There's no doubt who's winning. However, I don't know if they're gonna go cinematic since they're gonna have live people. Unless they're gonna do it.
They don't need to do a cinematic match. Sting just needs to not do too much dangerous shit.
Right, don't let Brian Cage touch him at all. Seth Rollins. Oh my God, it's Seth Rollins. It's Seth Rollins. Run, Sting, run. Sorry.
Because of it, the stipulation being a street fight, I think that it needs to be pre-recorded. I'm not gonna say necessarily cinematic, the way that we would think about a WWE cinematic match being. But you got somebody like Darby Allin in there, you kind of want to put him in a controlled environment as much as you can with the crazy stuff that he will attempt, so that he doesn't go out there and kill himself in front of a live audience. That's how I feel. It's almost like the barbed wire match. Like they're gonna do that live. I doubt they do that inside Daily's place though.
It's Owen Hart. It's Owen Hart. Damn it! First Seth Rollins, now Owen Hart.
Too soon.
It's now a triple threat match with Owen Hart and Seth Rollins.
But I'm gonna say Darby Allin and Sting. Yeah, so I think we're all in agreement on that.
Yep.
Now, the question.
I'm gonna get canceled.
Is the main event gonna be the exploding barbed wire death match, or is it gonna be the tag team championship match?
Oh, it's gonna be exploding.
It has to be the exploding death match. You can't follow that. I don't give a damn who it is. You can't follow that match.
Yeah. So,
And if they book someone, I'd hate to be the one to follow that match.
so then you're gonna have the Young Bucks taking on the Inner Circle of Chris Jericho and MJF, and this is gonna be for the tag team championships. I say the Young Bucks retain. I think Sammy Guevara fucks over Chris Jericho and MJF. Specifically fucks over MJF.
I don't know, because Jericho been giving it to him too lately. But yeah, probably MJF specifically.
I think it's too soon for Jericho and MJF to split. There might be some teasing of a split or some friction between them two. But yeah, the Young Bucks are going to win. They got to get revenge for their dad.
The reason why I say that the Sammy Guevara thing is they keep bringing his name up, but usually it's Jericho that kind of snaps off about it. So that's why I said maybe he'll give it to Chris Jericho versus MJF. But
all right, and finally we got the exploding barbed wire death match, where the ropes are replaced with barbed wire. And there's explosive contraptions all around the ring. And this is going to be Kenny Omega, the champion, defending against Jon Moxley. I say Kenny Omega retains.
I'm going to go Kenny Omega retains, but it's double. I don't know what to call it, but they both fall on a landmine and it explodes.
Death.
So
double
there'd be a
suicide.
Double pinfall. I don't know what that would.
Murder suicide.
Yeah, I also think that Omega is gonna retain, but they gotta kind of spare Jon Moxley. So I think there's gonna be a certain amount of shenanigans, obviously.
Like the Good Brothers or something.
Something. It's not going to be just a one-on-one fight. There's going to be some shenanigans in this match. Although I don't know why you would even go near exploiting barbed wire filled ring if you are not in the match. So I don't know. I just feel like they've got to be some shenanigans because they want to keep Jon Moxley strong.
Do we have clarity on what this match is? Is it the ropes are replaced with barbed wire?
Yeah, the ropes
with
are
explosives on
wire.
it. With explosives on it.
There's charges all over the ring, and like when you hit the ropes at certain spots, they explode, or you hit certain parts of the ring, it might explode, or a puff of, not explode literally, but there's a big boom, or some special effects, basically.
Don't worry, I help you set it up for Legacy Pro one day.
Well, if it be all too much.
Black.
No, it's gonna be for the Chris Black versus New Jack match.
Xavier Mustafa don't do the hardcore too much.
Shit. You must be bringing up Chris Black from Tennessee.
No, it's gonna be actually we're gonna do a exploding Lego rope match. So the ropes are replaced with Legos. But yeah, so like I said, Kenny Omega is going to retain. I know Jon Moxley's been doing the promo circuit, basically saying that he told Tony Khan from the beginning, don't put him in a situation or a match where they can't deliver on the promise of it. And so since they made this match, he plans on delivering everything. He's cut all those promos. And like I said before, he's already given away the game that he had a problem in WWE where they would tell him to go out there and say, knowing he's going to lose, to say that he's going to win or he's going to beat somebody. You haven't heard him say that about this match, so he knows he's losing already. Because if he was winning, if he says he's going to win, he's already given up the game that he's going to win. Well, he hasn't said that. He said if he goes out and this is the match that he goes out in, then it was a great life and a great career or whatever. And we know he has the kid on the way with Renee, so he might be taking time off. And I actually think AEW will do the right thing in a match like this, the brutality, where we're not going to see the loser for a while. Because I remember after their first hardcore match that him and Kenny Omega had, where they had the spider web, barbed wire, and all that. We didn't see them for like 2 weeks before they came back to television.
He doesn't have any New Japan things coming up either, does he?
No, because he already did his thing.
He's not gonna. Like, if you're talking about the New Japan company, he's not in that.
He was barred from that.
I still can't believe he beat Kenta.
I believe it.
I thought he'd lose it.
All right. So since we didn't do it at the top of the show, but if you guys have any church announcements, you guys go ahead and make your church announcements. We're all done with the predictions. This should be coming out prior to your show that you have coming up.
Yeah, I'm saying whenever you're listening to this, hopefully you're not listening to this Saturday night, because you should be at the Root River Center, located at 7220 West Rawson Avenue in Franklin, Wisconsin, for Legacy Pro Wrestling presents the March into Madness. So you should be there. Tickets are $20. You can get them at legacyprowi.com, or you get them from facebook.com/legacyprowi.
And there's no shame in promoting the next show if they are listening to this on Sunday or Saturday night while the show is going on. When is the next show?
Yes, if you missed the awesome show coming up this Saturday, we will be returning on Good Friday. That will be 4/2. Again, that is April 2nd. For LPW Presents The Battle for Supremacy 6. This will be our 6-year anniversary show. And depending on the results of the show this Saturday, it's already shaping up to be a good show, but we have to wait to see how everything plays out here and see who's going to go where. But it's going to definitely be anniversary show worthy. Those tickets will be going on sale by the following Sunday. So that will be Sunday. Bring up my calendar. The 14th? Yes, the 14th. March 14th, tickets go on sale for April 2nd. Good Friday.
So the Battle for Supremacy is in April. Proud Boys get in half off, right?
They pay double.
Imagine. It says here tickets are $20. For you, sir, it's $40.
If you leave your racism at the door, 10% discount.
Chris Black, you got any upcoming shows you want to promote?
Well, I'm gonna promote my YouTube channel real quick because we have the New Japan Cup starting tomorrow. They have the anniversary show. There's going to kick off the tournament right then. 32-man tournament. It's going to extend until towards the end of March. I'm sorry, I don't have the exact date, but as you know how I do it, I will be covering every single night of the tournament. So now's a good time to kind of get back on that train and start producing more content for my YouTube channel.
All right. And you guys go ahead and give out your social medias. Oh, actually, before that, I did want to say this. I'm very interested in this exploding barbed wire match because the Saturday Night Slam casters were pretty much born off of exploding barbed wire rope matches. For those of you who don't know, the name of our podcast comes from a video game called Saturday Night Slam Masters, which was a Super Nintendo Sega Genesis game. I had it on Sega Genesis, and the Sega Genesis had more features. But it was the first wrestling game I ever owned, and it's still one of the best wrestling games ever made, in my opinion. But it was like Japanese wrestlers. It was Hayabusa and like all these like Japanese wrestlers. There's some Street Fighter characters because it was made by Capcom. But what made this game awesome is that it had exploding barbed wire rope matches in the game, and that was the match type that I played the most often. So if there's any match that speaks more to me as a member of the Saturday Night Slam casters, is a match that comes from the video game Saturday Night Slam Masters. So really looking forward to it. Now go ahead and give out your social media to throw that out there. Little tidbit for people who didn't know.
You, my friend, are sadistic. I can't even say it. You can catch me at Xavier Mustafa on Facebook and on Twitter. You can also catch my solo podcast, XM Cinema, which is going to be, I know it's been a little dry there a little lately, but there's so many awesome things that we're going to be talking about, including the season finale of WandaVision, Coming to America 2, which is coming out this Friday. So be very, very excited. You can catch that wherever you get your podcasts, and you can catch XM Cinema on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
You can catch me at The Natural Chris Black on Instagram and on Facebook, and at _natural_CB on Twitter. And as always, just look up The Natural Chris Black on YouTube, and you will find my channel, all your spot for all your New Japan content, except for the past 2 months.
And also, I'm going to throw a tag up that you can click in the upper right-hand corner. That'll take you right over to Chris Black's page if you're at all interested in what New Japan has going on and getting commentary. If you don't have New Japan World, get access to everything that's going on over there, because Chris Black likes to sell it as the best wrestling in the world.
Absolutely.
I mean, New Japan is
Yes, it is.
great. I just can't stay up to 4 o'clock in the morning to watch it. I did it one time, almost died.
All right, and you can catch me at TE78 over Slamcaster TE78 over on Twitter. You can also find us over on Facebook, where we have the Slamcasters fan page. Just search Saturday Night Slamcasters, and then we also have the Saturday Night Slamcasters Slam Board, which is a community group over there on Facebook where anybody can interact with one another, post different links and threads, and get wrestling news and just have great discussions. Obviously, you're listening to us or watching us here on YouTube, so make sure that you subscribe, ring that bell so you're notified whenever new episodes go up. We got a bunch of stuff coming for you guys. There was a Instagram live video today with the people from Dark Side of the Ring talking about the upcoming season and how that's shaping up and coming together. So you have new reviews of the next season of Dark Side of the Ring. We got movie reviews coming up very soon for you guys, where we're going to have a bunch of guests on, like Immortal Girlfriend. If any of you guys are into the dark synth wave scene in music, they're a group from Wisconsin, and we're going to have them come on and do a review of See No Evil 1 and 2 with us. So that's going to be very interesting. And there's also going to be some interesting conversations and some history there with Immortal Girlfriend. So be sure to subscribe. Like I said, share, leave us a thumbs up, leave us a thumbs down. Let us know how we're doing. Leave comments. Interact with us. We're very easy to get in contact with and interact with. So other than that, we up out of here. Hope you guys enjoy AEW Revolution. It begins at 7 p.m. over on Fight TV, I believe. Or is it? Yeah, it's Fight TV, not Bleacher. And yeah, holla at your boy. Come get slammed. Peace.